Hey y'all, it's Charisma, and welcome back to Traveling with Charisma and Ken, where I teach parents just like you how to travel with your kids on a budget and have fun while doing it. So today I kind of want to talk about expectations of travel. So I'm real upfront and I'm real with y'all. And I want to talk about those expectations because I've had some clients lately, and one of the things is when I leave here, when I leave the US, what do I expect? And when we leave, what we want to expect is that everything is going to be wonderful. We want to expect that there won't be any bumps or bruises, that everything will go great because I have finally escaped the US. And if y'all watch me, y'all know that is not the case. There are definitely bumps and bruises when you leave the US. I've had bumps and bruises in Panama. I've had them in Costa Rica. I've had them in Colombia. And I've had them here in the Dominican Republic. But one thing that I always tell you is that regardless, what I have found is that I bounce back. I bounce back and I'm still happy in my environment. This is my new place that I'm staying in. My last place was a bit of a nightmare. The the landlord there was a bit of a nightmare, and it was very troublesome for my spirit. There was a lot of negativity there, and that just took a lot from me. I'm a meditator. I could not meditate in that place. Spiritually, it just was not the place for me. One thing that we do when we travel is we stay in the area for a month or so, but we also take trips. So we take trips like you would anywhere else. If you, but it's no different than if you were staying in Atlanta and you took a trip to Orlando for four days. So we take trips for about 4 to 5 days. So during that time, I had to take some trips away because that place was just so negative and brought me down so much spiritually. Now that I'm here in my new place, I'm in Punta Cana, but I'm in this new apartment. I feel like things are opening back up. But what you want to remember is that even when the place doesn't seem good for you, you're put in that place for a reason. So your magic place, you may decide you want to go to the Maldives. Great, amazing. And you may get there and you may be like, what is this? Why am I not happy? Why am I not singing for joy and jumping in the water and having the time of my life? But the thing is, if there's something stirring inside you that you need to take care of, if there's something that's been weighing on you, those things come with you wherever you go. Sometimes you just got to do some work on yourself. In that place that you may be at the time may be the place where you do that work on yourself. So for me, I feel like that place in Dominican Republic was where I just needed to do some work, and not work like in business, but work for myself. And now that I've moved here in Punta Cana and things are light and airy, then I can do some work in other aspects of my life. Sorry, I guess somebody's moving furniture. But I can do some work in other aspects of my life. So, when you make that leap, when you sell that house, when you sell those possessions, put them in storage, when you do whatever, know that when you go to this destination, know that this destination does not necessarily change your mindset. It doesn't change what's in your spirit, and it doesn't change what's calling you. This only changes your destination. What you do in that destination is then up to you. Now, if that destination ends up not being what you wanted, and you got a couple of weeks left, like I did, I booked for a month. That's what I do. I book for a month. Unless the situation is dangerous, I stay that month and I make the best of it because there's something there for me. There's something for me to learn there. There's something for me to experience there, and you make the best of that time. My son, we would go to the beach. We would do different things. And this was just one month. I stayed in Boca Chica for 3 months. So this was only 1 month. But there were other things to do. I buckled down and I worked. I worked a lot for the company that I worked for. But now I'm in a place where it's time for me to focus more on me and not working for someone else. So utilize these places where you are at the time, utilize them for you in the way that they needed to be utilized. Maybe at that time I just needed to stack some money. That's what I needed to do. So I worked like I have not worked in months. Now for me, that that's not a whole lot. It's not saying a whole lot because I only work 2.5 days a week, y'all. So for me, when I say I worked, I mean if I'm working 4 days a week, I'm really working. That's for another company. That's a lot for me. But that's what I needed to do in that place. Now it's time for me to work on me. It's time for me to focus in some more on helping my clients. It's time for me to focus in on my journals that I've been creating. I have a bold and badass series. It's journals. One is for single women. Women, when you are going through things, when you may be going through that breakup, you may be going through that separation, or you're just, it's a lot of emphasis on the fact that I'm a single woman because we put so much emphasis on that as if that is a defining moment for us. So in that journal, I teach you how to, not teach you, I encourage you to be who you are despite the term single, because I'm not a stereotype. Single does not define me. I'm a happy woman. I'm not my job title, I'm not my degree, and I'm not defined by single, married, or other. So when you need that, that's what that journal is for. I have another one in the Bold and Badass series. It's from Moms Making This Happen, because that's what I am. I am a single mother of two. I have one in the States that's 19 doing, I guess, what 19-year-olds do, y'all. And then I have another one. I have a son with special needs that's 10. That we're traveling the world. Why are we traveling the world? We're traveling the world because they say we can't. I don't know. We're traveling the world because they say that my son won't be doing well in a couple of years. I'm traveling the world because I'm a mom and I'm making this happen. So this journal is to encourage moms to do what it is that you're doing wherever you may be, to tell you that this is what you're meant to do. This is a calling for you, and you continue to do it and you continue to push along. It's encouragement, it's funny, it's sarcasm. I mean, that's all my journals because that's what I am about. So I take this time and I have to utilize the time that I'm given, and I have to utilize it the way that it's supposed to be utilized. That may not be what I think at the time. I'm telling y'all 9 times out of 10, it's not what I think at the time. However, we use it. So whether you're in the DR, whether you're in Puckett, whether you're in Kenya, wherever you are, you utilize that time in that place the way that you're supposed to utilize it. If you're still in the United States, you utilize that time. You use that, you plan, you make your moves, however you need to make them, because this is chess, y'all. This isn't checkers. So it's time to make some moves. So how you make those moves and what you do is determined by you. And if you fall a little bit, you pull back, you make sure you take 3 more steps forward. You don't let that slow you down, because it's going to be a lot of people, it's going to be a lot of things that's going to be roadblocks in your life, or they're going to seem like roadblocks in your life. But you know what? For every roadblock, I've always made a way around it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a way around it. So I will see y'all. I will be doing some reviews here in Punta Cana. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Y'all know I only know month to month. But I'm going to be here for, I don't know, we'll see. Because I got to be back in the States soon. We got some stuff to do. All right, y'all. Ciao. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell. Like Cam always says, ring the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. Ciao.